So let's just start with a quick introduction, a quick presentation. I'm gonna tell you I'm a big fan of introductions because every time I do this, I kind of improve how I speak about myself, and I've been doing this on TNT for like a lot of time, a long time on the meetup here in São Paulo. There are some activities about introducing yourself, and I truly believe it's the first door you open to someone new that you just met, you just meet. So I'm Philip. Nice to meet you, Juliana, Clara. Nice to meet you, Marcia. And the good thing about TNT is that we can practice our English every Tuesday online. It's for free since the beginning, since 2016, and it will keep being free for, I don't know, until I leave, actually. Yeah, and it worked like this. It's just a conversation, a chat, as you were like face to face to someone, but we are online. And I bring a topic every Tuesday. I try my best to bring topics that are interesting, but sometimes they're not. I don't like, for example, this one here, I know it's interesting, but people get afraid to talk about. But I will do my best to make this room a room of respect, and we will give our opinion about the topic and what's going on in our country. And I know people here respect each other's opinion, and that's great. I have never been in any embarrassed situation before. So that's it. Myself and an introduction of the TNT.
Okay. So this is my second time here. I was here last week, but you were on the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm Marina's sister, as you know. I don't know if Marcio have met Marina yet. Okay, I'm her sister, and I was studying social sciences at University of São Paulo until this semester. Then I decided to leave, and I'm starting to give English classes, and I've just started working like professionally with translations, because so far I was translating as a volunteer for a political organization. So that's it, I guess. Oh, by the way, I love the TNT idea, and I just seriously love joining you last week. It was awesome. It was a great experience to meet other English teachers, and it's a great opportunity to practice English, because it's very rare to have an opportunity to practice here in Brazil, right? So it's great. It's great to be able to talk and practice this.
What can you bring to us?
So this is my very first time here. I never know what to say. No, that's very funny. Hi, my name is Marcio. I'm an English teacher. Let's say I teach French and Italian too. And I'm always learning. And I'm learning a lot from Felipe. And very soon I'll launch my own TNT for French.
And I'm looking forward to have that. I don't know what they're gonna call that TNT in French, but
me neither.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Hold on. Hey, what's up?
Hello. Is it Nick?
Yes, it's me.
Yeah,
I'm bringing my student with me.
Oh, it's a different background.
Yeah, now in my office.
Wow. That's awesome. Nick, I'm just we're having an introduction about ourselves first, just to share something. Juliana, do you wanna talk about yourself a bit?
Okay, my name is Juliana. I am Clara's student. She's my teacher, has 2 classes.
Nice.
And I am a nurse, but I don't work with nursing anymore. I'm working with clinical research. And because that, I have to practice my English because it's so weak. I don't know if you can say that.
Yeah.
That is so
Yeah.
hard to me about this room, and my first time here.
So welcome and feel free to interact and talk to people. And Unique, what about you? Who are you? What do you eat? What do you do?
Well, I just had my meal. I'm doing a diet, so it's not that easy. My father, he called me and he said he was at McDonald's and he asked me if I needed something. I said, "Bring me the salad."
Yeah.
I was doing the wrong audience moves, just hugging girls.
No.
So
no way.
As Philip asked me, my name is Nicholas. I'm an English teacher, and in the past few.
No, frozen. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah. So as I was saying, my name is Nicholas. I'm an English teacher. I've been teaching for the past 4 years in a row, I think, since 2014. In this last semester, I started to work on my father's financial stuff on his real estate agency. So I'm really flipping my job, mostly because of my family, not because I wanted actually, and because being a teacher sometimes doesn't pay off that much. So yeah, trying to save some money for my PhD. And I was teaching. I was having classes actually with Bruno. He's the dude with the green shirt, and I invited him over since we are having extended minutes for our class. I won't be staying long because I have a few things to do, but I'll try to be here in the first 30 to 40 minutes. And Marcio has the same headphone that I'm using today.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's true.
Logitech for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My advice, dude.
You're like.
Are you Nate?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Great. And what's is his name? Nick? I forgot.
He's Bruno.
Bruno. So Bruno, why don't you talk about yourself a bit? Introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bruno. I'm a doctor, PhD studying in geography, and I'm doing classes with Nick to practice my English and to learn better English language, to go to internship at Netherlands, and my English is as I don't know the name of her, but it's like weak, the same, like not so good, and I'm practicing and getting better, I think. Understand some grammatical things with Nick and conversation a lot, and this thing conversations, collective conversations. It's nice because I can practice my English and understand different accents, and it's very good. Nice to meet you guys. And
this is Bruno results. He's not a weak student. He's a B1 student. Okay.
Nice.
He needs to practice, so he's not a bad student. He just needs to. He was rusty, but he's doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks, Nick.
Very good.
Thanks.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, Bruno, welcome. Feel comfortable to share your opinion. The topic tonight is a bit tough. Like, I'm gonna try to handle in a respectful way. Like, I'm sure we're gonna do a good job together, but let's try to just respect everybody. Like, I mean, the opinions, and let's avoid like personal attacks. And I know it's not gonna happen, but it's good to let everybody know about that. Okay. And Fabio, I think it's the third time, if I'm not mistaken. And you're muted.
It's muted.
Yeah, it's muted. It happens every time. No, we can't hear you. It's muted.
I don't think his microphone is working.
Sorry. Can
Yeah.
you hear me?
Now that.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I changed my computer. The other computer is broken. It's a broken microphone.
Great. So just tell about yourself a bit. Introduce yourself, Fabio.
Oh, well, hi guys. I'm Fabio. I'm product specialist and a multinational employee. And my English is not so good, but I will training. I will try communicate, and I am study with another teacher, Julinha, who doesn't stay here today, but sometimes she appear in this is Harley. It's a very crazy dog.
Yeah.
Hello, Harley.
Hey, Harley. Hey, buddy. Nice.
Oh, I've got my dog too.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Let's hear.
Harley.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So it's good. It's like always, Fabio. We're gonna have a chat about the topic. And there's Isabel. Welcome. So Isabel, it's your turn. Like right away. Introduce yourself. Really short. Just to tell.
Hi, I am Isabel. Nice to meet you.
Very good. That's awesome. So I think when I started TNT, Isabel started to having English classes with me back in 2016, the end of 2016, and we've been for some time together. And now she's flying alone. She's speaking and traveling and doing a lot of good things. So she has improved a lot. But let's talk about the topic itself. I brought the title Que país, esse, and I bring it in Portuguese just to make the message as clear as possible. But we're gonna talk about that in English. And my first question just started, and I'm really anxious and excited by the same time. How do you feel about all of this that's happening in Brazil, like Bolsonaro thing, Haddad, PT, and I know it's hard to talk about this, and I'm gonna explain and kind of teach how can you put your discussion in a good way. Hey Bruno, be careful.
It's my time to talk.
Yeah, how do you feel? Like I don't want you guys to support one or the other, but I wanna know, how do you feel about everything that's coming up? Do you believe it's a good thing? It's a bad thing? What are your thoughts on this? And
Well, firstly, I of course respect the opinions or the things how the people were think about this topic, but well, how I feel about this time in our nation, I think that's not a good time. I think that the options that we have, one is very bad, and the other is not good.
but do you feel like we are going to a good to a good way, or like what are your perspective about everything?
My perspective is the worst that can be. I think that if Bolsonaro win, we will have a lot of problems. All the news outside Brazil is saying that we're gonna enter in a dictatorship, and the words of the candidates is saying that. And Saturday he said that he will persecute the opposition, and this is not good in all the places. And in the other side, we have a not bad person, that's Haddad, but the party of him did a lot of mistakes, and not just mistakes, but did enter inside the corruption system, and did not do nothing, not nothing, but is focus very little kind of things to resolve that. It's a very difficult issue to talk, but and the thing is that if Haddad win, the problem will continue, because the other side will say that the election was not real. We have problems in the urnas, and I don't know how I can talk urnas electrônicas, and this thing in Brazil will just continue. This problem is not be resolved in election. If Bolsonaro win, it will be very bad, but if Haddad win, it will be very bad too, because the other side will not respect. They can't. Any one of him will not have government. I think Bolsonaro will govern by dictatorship. Haddad will can't govern because he will have a lot of opposition. And the thing is very bad for Brazil, for the democracy in Brazil.
So after all,
we are in a, how can I say, we are contra parede.
Against the wall.
We like my better option is Haddad, but how will you say that we respect it that other people don't think of in this option?
Yeah,
we have a good conversation now.
Yeah, the point of this topic, it's not to support any of the candidates, but I'm gonna bring some questions just to understand how we feel and what we can do about certain things. And Nikki, I know you are like, you wanna say a lot of things, right?
It's not that I want to say a lot of things. It's that this election is really timing out in a lot of different ways. I think this is the most complicated, more complex, more stupid elections we ever had. In general wise, I think the population in Brazil, they really lost their respect on the idea of democracy and how actually we should think on our republic. This is probably the worst elections regarding or legislation. Not even executive. We can't even like go further on that. But just seeing the top deputies in the state of São Paulo is just absurd in many ways. I actually do think that the mainly problem with this election is how it's going to cover up and how it's going to produce more hate speech, but not in the idea of only speech itself, but in actually in the camps, actually in the fields of producing violence. There's a lot of different researchers and great scholars that have come through the way of thinking on violence or fascism. One of them is William Reich. I think if anyone can actually read it, it's really good. Is the mass psychology of the fascism. But it really strikes me in a way that we've been dealing with a lot of problems for so long, and then now that we are actually being able to deal with that, at least those who opposite violence are not as striking as it should be. We have the paradox of tolerance, so I do think that violence should be responded with equal violence. I know it's a complicated matter, but I think that usually the best way to deal with these groups, especially because they are harmful for every kind of society. They want to harm minorities, they want to harm population who do not think like them, and then just by ignoring them or trying to be reasonable with them, it won't solve the problem. Either we treat them as criminals or we treat them with our boots and our fists.
Yeah, that's it. Very good. I'm not gonna say anything because we have a lot of people here. I just want to hear everybody. Juliana, you were like very worried, or like, do you have something in mind about this whole situation?
Yeah, it was the situation with the angry people about Haddad or about Bolsonaro. I think it's very, very bad for us, because some people are, most of people are in a speech, angry speech, and about or one or another, and they can't. It makes impossible to think about the politician, to think about the country, to think about democracy. I think it's very, very hard. I don't think that is a good guy to be a president, but Bolsonaro not worse, because I believe that I believe that we are going lost our democracy, our rights, and minority people will suffer with a guy like him.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, and welcome, Bruno. I know you're first time here. Yeah.
I'm late a lot.
Yeah, no problem. We're talking about politicians and politics in Brazil, so be aware of violence and angry speech. It's not allowed here. Okay.
Okay, perfect. I'm not a really violent person. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Bruno is a friend of mine, so I know him very well. Clara, and what about you? How do you feel about all the situation, and well, what do you have in mind?
Feeling really bad, actually. I'm a member of a political party. I'm a member of the SOL, and they're facing a very contradictory situation, because they're pretty happy with the election of Zambia, with the royal elections. And I'm really happy, especially because we used to work together. But at the same time, I'm really so worried. Like, hard to see Zambia having to walk with, I don't know how to say this, having like kind of got like people to protect her. So we were going now to take people to protect her, and this was just awful. And I'm also worried about my friends. I'm not straight. I'm bisexual, and a lot of feel like have called me already sapatão, and there were times when I had to. Okay, just checking the chat. There were times when I felt like my life was at risk, and now I've been feeling so scared, and it's awful. So and it's like everybody else said, it feels like none of the options on these elections are going to solve anything, because it's not. Of course, Bolsonaro is much worse, but at least I think so, and I think it's a bigger threat for my existence, since he's talking about like getting rid of any opposition, and my existence here is not allowed. And okay, I'm trying to follow the chat at the same time. I'm a member of the political party PSOL. So, but at the same time, like Nick, I guess, said, the situation isn't going to be okay if Haddad wins anyway. So, I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. And I'm trying not to get so pessimistic about the future, but it's really hard. I don't know.
Yeah, and a good thing about how you told your opinion is that you brought some evidence about your real life, and you support your argument, and then you position yourself like against or in favor of someone. And this is a good way. It's a good way of speaking about something or giving an opinion. Like you bring some supportive situations to agree or disagree with something. Yeah. So Nick, good to have you here. Thanks for coming. Do you have something? Do you have something just to finish? To wrap
Punch
up?
it as if you can. Bye, everybody. See you around.
Bye. Great. Marcio, how are things in your city about like this whole situation?
So I live in the south of the country, and as you know, it's very conservative. Too much conservative sometimes. And I'd say that easily 70% of the population is in favor of Bolsonaro. At least 70% in my city alone, you know. And in fact, Mourão is here today. That's the level of conservative we are. He's here today. And it's just an absurdity, you know. I can't say that his politics, they affect me because I'm not his target public, you know. It's not me he's against. But I feel that my friends are at risk right now. And it's so dangerous to go outside and be with your boyfriend if you are a man, or your girlfriend if you're a woman. You can't hold hands anymore. Because these people feel they have a legitimate reason to harm you.
I've just read an article from Vox that someone in US, a guy groped a girl in an airplane, and he said, "Oh, Trump yeah, Trump's agreed, so he supports me, so I can do that." And
Yes.
and that's the thing, yeah, that we are living here in Brazil, US, and a lot of other places. People feel represented by others. So, like Bolsonaro, he said that we're not gonna allow black people or gays or any other like the LGBT community. So I'm gonna kill or punch or like
Yes,
because
I feel like they are not doing it for themselves. They are doing it because the president told them to. Yeah. It's a cult. It's a cult. It's just a religious cult. They hear something that they are superior. They are on the end game, but you know it's 1945 all over again.
yeah, it's not like soccer that you
No.
Corinthians or Palmeiras or whatever. Like it's a serious thing. It's like being a president, right?
Yes, and he's not capable of managing a country. You know, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Have you seen his interview in Global News? Please tell me you did.
I'm trying to avoid.
They asked him a question. He said, "Look at me, I'm a captain of the military." And they said, "No, you are a candidate of the presidency. Wake up."
I think I know this one.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I just wanted to look at him and say, "Fuck you." just fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really terrible situation. And you, Fabio?
It's a very difficult position. I'm very worried with that situation. Both candidates, it's both extremely right, it's incorrect. Extremely left, it's incorrect. So many years of corruption in Brazil is eating government. I don't agree with Bolsonaro ideas or Bolsonaro idealisms, but I feel obrigado, and feel forced to vote in Bolsonaro, and maybe close my eyes with idealism, because I think he don't have a power to change mind of population, and there's this history of I punch it, I kill gays, I kill LGBTs. It's not happen. It's not happen because the population, the don't like, não vão deixar, don't like.
Will not let.
Occur. Don't not let it occur. But we try to change for economy or economy scenario. I feel very worried because I am employed of a multinational company. It's a commercial company with a dollar response, and maybe any any research for vote opinion and Bolsonaro in the win the election, just como se diz, isso só essa possibilidade do Bolsonaro ganhar, just a possibility of win of Bolsonaro, the dollar rates, it's down, the euro rates down. It's really, because only the economy, because the people, the idealism, the people command. And if in 4 years Bolsonaro it's not good, we change.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, I don't like Bolsonaro. I don't like Haddad. I don't like it both.
Yeah.
But it's the only option to try to change.
I understand your point, and don't feel afraid of like telling your opinion about. Like I know it's really hard to especially for those people who are suffering and not afraid, like to go out on the streets And I think those people who are afraid of being assaulted or being killed or being punched, they are not worried about dollar or euro or like the economic situation. They are worried about their lives. But in here in this room, the good thing is I really want to have a different opinion so we can try to understand each other in like understanding other points of view, because I truly believe everybody in this country, more than 200,000 people, they want the same thing, but they are trying to protect their own life and their own kind of privilege, if I can say that. So yeah, yeah, there's a lot of things to tell. We have a new guest. I don't know your name. You, the last one who joined us. What's your name?
Sorry?
Yeah, you. What's your name?
My name is Vander.
Sorry?
My name is Vander.
Is Vandré? Vandel?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Vander.
Brazil?
Yes, Vander.
But are you Brazilian or?
Yes, he's Brazilian.
Oh, nice. Very good. So, welcome. And are you in São Paulo?
No. This is London.
London.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Nice. Good to know that. I know Bruno, the other guy in the room. He's walking around his place.
Yeah, I'm sleeping now.
Bruno, so what do you have in mind about the whole situation?
Okay, I have it. Sorry, can you repeat with connection problem here?
How do you feel about all this situation here in Brazil, politics, and what do you see about?
Okay. Actually, I'm not going to vote. I'm going to travel right now. I'm at the airport right now. But if I would vote, I would vote in Bolsonaro too. I know all the problem with mindset and prejudice it brings, but I think in terms of government and economy and things that the politicians should care more, he can do better to Brazil now. Actually, I don't like him. I would like to have a president like Amoedo, for example. I think we had an excellent candidate and we can choose it right now. But I believe too, the biggest problem with Bolsonaro, it's not what he can do or he would in fact do. I really think he talks a lot, but I don't think he is going to do anything awful. But the problem is the people who listen the phrases and they speak and have some attitude that it's wrong. And for me, the problem is not politics or the Bolsonaro, but the people. The people that want to do this kind of things, and now they must be kind of having a I don't know how to say, but like support. They feel like they have support to do awful things, but the problem, the biggest problem, is the mindset of all the people that do this kind of things.
Very good, Bruno. Very good. Thanks for sharing. And you, Isabel, I know you've been engaged in a certain way about this. Do you want to share your point of view? Can you hear? And you're muted. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not engaged with anything because I can't talk about my position because I work like radio or in American multinational and the CEO of my company will vote in Bolsonaro and is addicted for this Bolsonaro. He's posting every day his Facebook about Bolsonaro. So I can't post anything about my position because I am not position of this.
That's bad.
Actually, I am very disappointed with everyone in Brazil because I don't like this. I don't like neither of them. I don't like Haddad, and I don't like Bolsonaro. I hate Bolsonaro, so I will never vote for him. I will never. And I think he's a problem, but he's not the problem. The problem are the people who's using his speech for making bad things. So I am very disappointed and I'm very sad with some friends, and I think I am not optimist in our future with Haddad or Bolsonaro. I hope to be working and living my life.
Yeah, I think that's the best option we have so far. And I'm gonna just mute you because there's an echo coming from your device. But well, I think everybody told something about the whole situation. I'll give my point of view, and like I have been watching and reading a lot of stuff. Like I share Bruno's opinion at first about everything. I don't think we're going in a good way, in a good direction, though I believe it's a transitional situation and we're gonna suffer a lot about the whole thing. I think Bolsonaro will win, though I don't want it because of obvious reasons about his speech, about his preparation as a president, as a future president, or a candidate to be a president. And I don't believe PT will like do something different from the past few years, especially from Dilma's period. But I believe like because of the I think this guy is optimistic. This is the mood we should have now, right? Yeah. So sometimes I feel like I how can I say? I am powerless about everything, and I'm trying to avoid this whole energy. I'm trying to do my job and trying to help my inner circle so I can make a difference in some way, because the government and like the whole situation is really messy. I hope in 4 years we're gonna have like difficult period, like of a lot of bad things will come up. Bolsonaro or Haddad, I think Bolsonaro will be the worst scenario for us. Maybe the economic situation will be in the beginning better, but in the medium long term, I don't believe it's gonna handle or it's gonna be like sustainable, to tell the truth. I think it's gonna be the first time I'm gonna vote PT, actually. and I'm just doing that because of Bolsonaro. He's like he's pushing me hard, like, and just like we have 10 minutes or a couple more. I want to hear from you. What do you believe, or what do you think you can do to change your scenario where you live? Like Clara, Marcio, Bruno, Fab, Isabel, and the other Bruno. Yeah, I was talking the Bruno, the green Bruno, not the black shirt Bruno. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. So.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. What have you been doing in order to help people in this situation? Like, what are the small things you have been, or you want to do in order to change, like in a small scenario, the whole piece? Because I'm asking this because we don't think about the micro. We think about the micro. We think about the, how can I say micro? I don't know.
Micro and macro.
Macro, yeah, micro and no, micro and macro.
Micro. Macro.
Yeah, great. It's pretty similar. So, yeah, another aprendi pronunciation. Because the last time I voted, I went to a public school here, really near my house, and I thought I just go there like in 2 years, and I felt like, oh, I could do something here in order to make like at least this school a little bit better or something, because voting it helps in like the whole situation, but I don't think it helps like the small things. So do you have something in mind that you have been doing? Like Clara and Bruno, you have been like supporting PSOL, and so this is a huge thing, and I want to know a little bit more about that, but also the others.
Okay, I have a poetry, a poem about that. Because obviously that we don't know what we can do like in this scenario. Like we maybe have a leadership, maybe don't have, but we have an authority, a very huge authority. The people are a lot of hate of everything, of left wing like me. And I have a poetry that is from writer, journalist, and poet of Argentinian political activist and Argentinian, and he died at the Argentine dictatorship, and he have a very powerful poem about that. I will translate it in Portuguese, and I just put on Google Translate. I will read for you. It's not long. First, do not despair, and in case of tumult, the hurricane, take refuge at home and close the locks when all yours are safe. Share the mate, like in Argentina, the mate, the mate,
yeah,
and chimarrão, and the conversation with the companions, the sticky kisses, and the clandestine nights with on you assure him tenderness. Do not let stop. Aesthetics, ethics. Always be aware. You will not be enough for the impoverished then. and they will want to subdue him with their own sadness. Laugh ostentatiously, make fun. The right wing is in Portuguese is mal comida. It will be essential. It will be essential to have dinner together every day until the storm passes. They are simple things, but not less effective. Say good morning, please, and thank you, and take it when you ask for it from above. I don't know. Have some slangs in Portuguese. I don't know if the translates good, but anyway, give everything you have, but never alone. They know how to ambush you and nonetheless unprepared for an aftermath. Remember that the artists will always be ours, and oblivion will be first with the band of impostors who accompany them. Everything will be fine if you listen to me. We will survive again. We are mature. Let's take care of the boys, which they will want to prune. All you have to do is get well and do not put down kindness. We must have at hand the indispensable poems like this. Red wine and the guitar. Smile to your parents as a vaccine against daily distress. Deep piles with friends. Do not confuse the navy with the traitors. And even with these, have forgiveness easy when they come back with the illusions finished. No one left over here. And yes, be persevering and tenacious. Write religiously every day, every evening, every night. Still held its stubbornness in faith breaks down. If this, there will be respite for everyone. Poetry hurts the son of a bitch. Paco Urondo was a writer, journalist, poet, politics activist, and Argentinian Viridian. This was a little extensive, I don't know, but it's a rule for me now. Like I need to read this every day, I think, because the depression about what's happening, it's very bad. Like every day I can't think another thing. Like, oh my God, what will be my life, of my friends, of Pessoal? Like, what will be having? Like Clara said, we don't know. Like, we need to not despair, and I will send in Portuguese. I think it's better because I think this translates not good. I don't know.
Yeah, you can post on the Facebook group.
On Facebook?
Yeah, there's a group for the TNT. Facebook.com/group/Tuesday Night Talks.
Okay, put on the chat and I put there. Okay, I'll put there. So it is like, sorry if it was a very extensive.
No,
I don't want that. Just because it's very difficult. Like what we can do in macro. I think it's very hard.
You just gave me an idea with this poem that
I think I hope that you guys. I don't know if the translation was good.
Yeah, I got the whole idea, and I believe like what we are doing here, it's really awesome because we have different point of views of people that are voting Bolsonaro, others voting Haddad, others not voting. Okay, Isabel, thanks for coming. We're gonna keep talking a bit here. See you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye. I think this is a good opportunity. I believe we need to listen more to people and their anxious and their emotions about the whole situation, and like smiling, giving love, even though the person wants to like, oh, I don't like black people, LGBT, and I know it's really hard to listen to a lot of things, but what we are missing, and these people are missing, it's really love. Actually, I truly believe love. I know it's something really hard to do and to talk about. Like, I understand a lot of things, but yeah, I could. Well, let's move on. Clara, what do you think? What you can do in a micro situation?
So I'm really in a bad situation right now to act in a micro situation, because I've been mostly working with translations, and my students are kind of my friends. They have pretty much the same opinion as me, and at the party, at the song, I'm from a tendency, and which is pretty organized, and I have we always assign different tasks for everyone, and I'm currently on a group that deals with international stuff. So I'm really on the macro level, completely on the macro level. I work with translating articles for our party in the United States, and translating things in English so we can read here. So it's actually even makes me kind of anxious, because sometimes it feels like I'm doing nothing about what's happening here, but I actually am. I know. So, Marcio needs to go. Marcio, do you want to talk?
No, you can continue, no problem.
So,
Okay.
see you.
I am 100% with everything you say. Just
yeah.
to be sure, you speak for both of us.
Yeah. So thanks for coming, Marcio. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So, but right now, also there are some things I'm helping. We have I don't know if any of you have heard of it. It's a network of cursinhos populares.
Yep.
There are free courses there for people on the high school mostly, and I'm planning to start helping there. But I really think like it's probably a really different point of view, but I really believe in the need of getting organized, like joining other people to make a difference. I think we can make a difference when we act alone. I believe in that. I believe in having an impact in the micro level, but I usually believe on the macro level impact. And for me, the thing that I always keep in my head that I need to build is building a new project of society, one completely different. Like I hate PT. I don't know if you know the history of PSOL. PSOL, some deputies were expelled from PT because they voted against the pension reform, and I really don't believe that they will ever do anything that is going to make a huge difference for us. So I really believe in the need of building a different project, and not just with Pestol, but just with people, and building something radically different, something democratic, something where people can think about everyday stuff and relate it to how politics work. Like, I think Fabio said something really important. Like, oh, I'm voting for this candidate because he means my job will get better. I'll keep my job. That's something not everyone does. And people don't see this relationship, and I think it's extremely important. And mostly it's PT's fault, because they spent 12 years in the government, and they haven't done anything for a political education. Not just like getting, not like just como uma doutrinação, not like that. Just learning how things work, how things are related, and what impact they have. And so, I don't know, I'm really pessimistic. I'm trying not to be, but I guess these are some things I believe in. And also, I'm really happy that, I'm really happy Fabio and the other group, Bruno, they said their opinions. It was great to hear that. Since my activism is really centered in translating, it's a very solitary thing, and I really miss talking to people who think differently. It's great to hear that. I think many of people in the left are kind of losing their minds, and don't keep in their minds that people who are voting for Bolsonaro are also people, and they also have needs, and they also have wishes, and they're not like all faces, and they all hate everyone. I don't think it's like that, and it was great to hear you. It's really important.
Yeah, you said everything I thought about. When Fabio was telling his opinion, and he was like, oh my God, I'm gonna tell that I vote Bolsonaro and people will kill me here. Yeah, and it's not like that. We need to hear the others. I think we are in a scenario of ego, and people want to prove they are better or they are right. And it's like left wing, it's important. Right wing, it's important. The center is important. Everybody's important in this whole situation. But we need to get people together, understand. It's not an easy thing, and I don't think we're gonna have this in the next 4 years. We're gonna like split in a half, and let's see what's gonna. Yeah, exactly. But Clara, I share the same feeling. Like I've been teaching by myself and working in my bedroom, and sometimes I feel really depressed about the whole scenario. And yeah, it's really hard. Fabio.
I love Bruno's poem.
Yeah.
The poem he read was great. So,
yeah, it was. Try to share on the Facebook group.
Yeah, I will try. I need just the permission to enter the group because I'm new.
I'm gonna add you there. We also have a WhatsApp group. I don't know if you guys know that.
We talked about that last week, but I didn't receive any invitation or see any link.
Yeah, I try not to spread the word out about this group because, it's a small group and we talk not too much, and the WhatsApp link is this bit.ly/eaprendi. /TNT.
Oh,
I'll
be right back, but I'm listening to you all.
Okay. So Fabio, you wanted to say something? And you're muted.
Yeah, I'm just explain one thing because I don't disagree of Clara ideas or Bruno ideas. They have they have their conviction, but I respect. But I believe in capitalism. I don't believe in socialism. It's my opinion. I read about, I study about, and it's my opinion because I believe in with the economy, it's growing. The people have more money and can employ other people, and other people ganhando one more money and ganhando mais dinheiro
earning
can employ another people and make the economy walk out.
Yeah.
It's my opinion. And because por isso I talk about
because of this
I talk about economy and change economy with the last years. The economy is down. It's a very perfect scenario. I don't disagree, and I reinforce it. I don't agree with Bolsonaro idealism. It's a very crazy guy. But I feel to change the economy and the poor people, the vulnerable people, don't dependent who dependent of the state. It's a really problem because the state it's a fail. The state don't have more money, and in my opinion, just one way. It's a change economy, change a world scenario, change open economy, and privatize, enxugar, encolher the state machine.
Yeah, to decrease the power of the state.
Yeah. Because we know the vulnerable people necessitating of state help.
Yeah, very good, Fabio.
Don't kill me.
No. It's good to hear. That's why I try not to unfollow all my friends on Facebook, because I really want to hear all the different opinions. And it's really sad when like everybody agree with me or I agree with everybody on my social network.
This discussion is very good because on the TV we don't look government plan.
Yeah.
Just look attacks.
Yeah.
A dog attack Bolsonaro attack a dog. Don't have any program, any plan. Oh, I will change forever, whatever. But Haddad is corruption. Bolsonaro is machista.
Yeah. Sexist.
And the government of São Paulo, it's the same. Dória punch
Márcio França
punch. Today I received a video of Dória with our cousins.
Yeah.
So,
I've heard about it. Yeah, it's really sad.
Not cousins.
Yeah, I got it. I got your point. Yeah. And Bruno, you are in the airport. Is the network working well? How's everything here?
Yes. Yes, I'm just boarding right now. Thank you. Just look, going to the plane.
And where are you going?
I'm going to Orlando.
Ah, you're not with Carol?
Yes, she's with me here.
Ah, okay. So,
What airport is that?
I think it's Guarulhos, right?
Yeah, from Guarulhos.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Orlando. But I do appreciate you're here. Thanks for coming, really. Have a safe trip. Enjoy your vacation. And,
Thank you.
and we need to catch
Yeah.
up pretty soon.
I would like to say thank you to you guys for sharing these different opinions. It was great to have this conversation. It's not always it's possible because, like you said already, sometimes we say we think and people judge us. And it's so cool to have a space like that to talk about it together. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
And I love it to participate in the TNT. And I'm looking forward to participate more always I can.
Great, and good to see you in the airplane. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing good right now.
Yeah. Very good. Very good.
Dear Paxton, turn off your phones.
Yeah. No, just keep with us until you reach Orlando. Let's see if it works.
Sorry guys, it's terrible right
Yeah.
now, the connection, because I'm inside the airplane.
Yeah.
So I can't understand you.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, Bruno. Have a safe trip. Enjoy your vacation. Very good.
Okay, thank you. Bye, people.
Bye. See you. Bye.
Friends, I have to go.
Yeah, me too. Bruno, Clara, Fabio, thanks for coming. Just to let you know, if you want to come up with a topic to discuss, just let me know, send me a message. Try to join the WhatsApp group. And if you want to host, like Marina did last time, you are more than welcome for that. I'm looking forward to have more people bringing topics, different tastes, different things. And like it's been 2 years that I'm running this. And at the same time, like almost every week. It's not easy. It's really not. But it works, and I have done a lot of good friends. I've met a lot of good people. I've learned a lot in here. English, it's just like an excuse to meet like Clara, Bruno, Fabio. So just an excuse to meet you guys. So that's why I really love TNT, and I want to keep doing this for free every week, if possible more than once a week. But I'm trying to set everything up in order to make it sustainable and in order to bring more people. So if you have ideas, suggestions, if you want to bring people, if you want to host or whatever you want to do, I'm really open for conversations. And in the WhatsApp group, people don't talk much, but sometimes we have good discussions, okay? So I don't share the link of the group on Facebook because I don't want it to be like really opened. I just want it to be restricted with people who are really engaged, okay? For a WhatsApp group with more people, we have the Meetup WhatsApp group. And this Meetup is something, it happens every month here in São Paulo for 1 year. It's been 1 year, first anniversary. And the Meetup, it's a face-to-face meeting in São Paulo in a cafe close to Consolação Subway Station in Paulista neighborhood. And it's like 3 hours of activities, interactions, and like you can drink, you can eat things, and it's also for free. Like I earn my money, but I do a lot of free things. Okay. So if you wanna support me on this, I would appreciate a lot.
Even buy you a drink.
yeah. I accept anything, like a free conversation, a drink, or whatever.
When next meetings?
The next meeting, it should be November 8th, but I have just found out that I have something really important to do on this date. So I'll need you to get like the first Thursday of November, and it's almost like, or the first, or I don't have the date yet set, like maybe November 1st or November 15th, but November 15th is holiday. So it's like holiday everywhere.
Maybe 14.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna do on Wednesday next time, like November 7th, because November 8th I'm gonna be in something really important for me. So, but you're gonna see my emails. I try not to spam your inbox, but sometimes I know, like, just let me know if I'm sending too much emails, okay?
Maybe 14 is good because 15 is don't wake up early.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll let you know by the Facebook group, the Tuesday Night Talks Facebook group, or by emails, okay?
Okay.
Do you wanna bring something else just to finish?
Bye. Just share it, the poem and the group.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Hope you there and help you guys to be
Bye-bye.
aware and more power.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I have just approved the post. Thanks, Bruno. Thanks, the other Bruno, Clara, Fabio. Thanks a lot.
Great.
See you. Bye.
Bye, people.
Take care.
Have a nice week.
Yeah, for you too. Bye. See you.
Bye, guys. Have a nice
Bye-bye.
week.